TV2's continuing coverage of high school basketball. I'm Denny Trimmer, along with our coach Jared Hall, and tonight, nothing better than the Dover-Philly matchup. And coach, on the girls' side, it doesn't matter what the records are. And both these teams would say we would like to have won more games early on in this season, but you really do throw the records out.
You sure do. I mean, it's a rivalry game, like we said, and New Philly has a lot of youth with Coach Bball losing players from his regional run, and on the Dover side, they have a lot of experience back, but they are without Olivia Belknap, who has a knee injury, which has kind of hindered the Tornadoes' development throughout the season. So it'll be interesting to see how they do, and also New Philly has a key player out in Harstein, so kind of both cancel each other out a little bit for them.
So two of the best players not going to be suited up tonight, but nonetheless, you're going to see terrific basketball here on TV2. We'll be back and we'll talk to the head coaches of both of these clubs, Alicia Numbers from the Tornadoes and Matt Bball of New Philadelphia. That's up next on the Benchmark Construction pregame show.
Grab a bite of your favorite McGriddles with the sweet maple taste baked right in.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Next.
Expected wait time, 55 minutes. Your call is important to us. Thank you for your patience.
In the nation, we know how it feels when you aren't treated like a priority. We do things differently.
We'll take care of it.
We put members first.
Thank you.
Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Uricksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
At Mr. Appliance, we believe repairing your appliances is only part of the job. We believe in delivering superior service by taking extra steps like putting on protective shoe covers before entering your home. Calling Mr. Appliance is a smart choice as we charge by the job and not by the hour. When our in-home service professional arrives at your home, you'll get a complete diagnosis of your appliance problem and a solid quote before any work begins. When you call Mr. Appliance, you can be sure a courteous, highly trained service professional will arrive at your home on time with a clean uniform and an ID badge. We conduct a background check on all our service professionals as we want to be the repair service you can trust. For the service you can trust, call your local Mr. Appliance at 330-874-6017 or visit online at mrappliance.com. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for year-round comfort? Contact Doug or Chris at 330-308-8550. or visit online at carpentercomfort.com. Dr. Richard Burns and Dr. Nathan Springer are a dedicated team of highly qualified professionals committed to determining which treatment solution is best suited to your specific orthodontic needs. Located at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia, give them a call at 330-343-9911. At Burns and Springer, we look forward to seeing you smile. Alman Incorporated, You know them as A&M Service Center, located at 1172 Tuscaroras Avenue Northwest in New Philadelphia. If you know your car needs servicing soon, schedule your appointment with A&M by calling 330-343-3013 this week.
First up on the Benchmark Coach's Corner is New Philly girls coach Matt Bball. And Coach, you have this year a youthful team, not necessarily completely young, but players that have to do some different things that they didn't have to do for you last year with the graduations you had and the injuries. Can you tell us a little bit about some of your players and their roles?
Oh yeah, it's a process that we're going through. We basically have our primary positions taken care of, our basic first options in the offense. But as soon as there's a wrinkle that gets thrown our way, we have struggled to make the adjustments quickly. We're getting through that, and that's just being inexperienced with our kids. Missing Elena Hartstein, who is a huge part of what we do, and we had her all summer, and then for her to be out for the season, no different than what Dover's dealing with. It's a challenge, it really is, and but practices, and we've been competitive in every game. It's just been as fun as I've had last year. So we embrace it, and we're looking forward to getting better.
And you have probably arguably one of the best freshmen in the area in Currents. What has she brought to your team this year, being a freshman?
She's very athletic, and she plays very well with the ball in her hand. She has tremendous athleticism. Learning the game without the basketball is where she's developing, and she's the biggest thing for her is she just has a great attitude about the game. She wants to be good.
To beat Dover tonight, what is your one main key?
One main key? Probably take care of the ball. That's been our biggest nemesis thus far, as we have struggled handling the ball. And number two is, transition. We need to pick them up and run up and down the court as much as possible.
Hey, that was Matt Bball, head coach Lady Tornadoes. We'll be right back on the Benchmark Construction Coach's Corner with Coach Alicia Numbers and Denny Trimmer.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Brilliantly practical scientist Harriet Tuttle's search for a more efficient life concluded with an unorthodox solution. Harriet created 4 more Harriets. Together they were a model of efficiency. However, while identical, they had their own interests and their own retirement plans, each customized with a Raymond James financial advisor, allowing them to enjoy life separately and together. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Hi everybody, Denny Trimmer back with you, and this time joined by Dover head coach in her 4th year, Alicia Numbers. Coach, we talked earlier in our opening segment about the records not really meaning much when you come into a rivalry game in the Scarlet Division here in the ECOL. So first, talk about the atmosphere and what this game means when we get to it at each point in the season.
Yeah, I mean, this rivalry is great. I think we battled in the past, and I think the kids enjoy it, and I think it's a big ECOL battle tonight as well. Zanesville right now is undefeated, but everybody else is just looking to battle.
Coach, much has been made about the play of Olivia Belknap being absent because she's recovering from injury, so let's not talk about her. She hasn't been on the floor. Who has been on the floor, and tell me who's been stepping up to take her leadership role?
Yeah, the two seniors that I think of are Megan May and Erin Polsey. We're looking to them a lot to step up, to take a bigger role, and also Zoe Wizentainer, she's our junior for us, so we're looking for her to be a big part of what we do.
Coach tonight, New Philadelphia, coached by Matt Bball. You know a lot about the Quakers, some talented players gone from a year ago, a team that made the regionals, but certainly he's reloaded well, and they come ready to play tonight. What do you know about the Quakers?
Yeah, they're really young. They rebound the ball very, very well. They've got a couple kids who can put the ball in the hole, so we're going to have to make sure, we know where they're at.
Coach, I wish you the best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's Alicia Numbers, the head coach of the Dover Tornadoes. When we come back, Jared Hall and I will get you ready for tonight's opening tap. That's up next on TV2.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Yorksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
Welcome back to New Philadelphia High School. We've got girls basketball action on tap tonight. New Philadelphia, the host, taking on longtime rival, the Dover Tornadoes. Dover coming in with a record of 1-5 on the campaign. They are 1-2 in ECOL play. New Philadelphia, 2-4 on the season, 2-1 in conference play. I'm Denny Trimmer. We've got the action for you all night long, but to break it down like nobody else, my man, the coach, Jared Hall. Jared, as we look at keys to tonight's game, they are many and they are varied, but what it boils down to, this is a big conference game.
It is. When you look at the standings in the ECOL, Zanesville obviously is unbeaten. New Philly has one loss in the league. Dover has two. So as you look at it, you don't want to fall, number one, Dover 3 games behind an undefeated Zanesville team. And if you're New Philly, if you're planning to win the championship in the Scholar Division, you got to protect your home court, win all the home games, and split the road games and see what happens. That usually puts you in good position to win the league. So you can look at it from both ends. It's a huge game for Philly because they're the home team, but on Dover's side, you don't want to fall 3 games back of Zanesville already, who seems like they're on a roll here in the early portion of the season.
And you seem to think New Philadelphia might have what it takes to topple Zanesville this year.
I do. New Philly, their team, as I talked with Coach Bball to start, they're very youthful, and not from the standpoint that they have a lot of freshmen playing. They just have a lot of girls that are having to define their roles this year. When you graduate some seniors, you have some injuries like DeHarstein, you have a player transfer out, you're asking some girls who was that 9th, 10th person on the bench, hey, you're going to do a little more for us. So when you have youth sometimes, they don't know in big games that they're not supposed to play well or that this team is stacked. So, and on the Dover side, when you look at Dover, they have a lot of experienced players. They have 2 3-year letter winners playing tonight in May and Polsey, and their other 3-year starter, their point guard, Olivia Belknap, is still battling a knee injury, which may bring her back in late January, and she did a lot of the things for Dover as far as defending, bringing it up, getting the offense set that other players are going to have to pick up for them. But the experience side would clearly go to Dover, and I think when you're looking at some keys for Dover, one stuff is shoot the ball well, not turn it over, and don't fall behind early, especially when you're on the road. And for New Philly, play hard, play to your strengths. Don't get caught up, especially with the freshmen, as Coach has a couple freshmen playing, Coach Bball, in the rivalry atmosphere. It's just the next game on your schedule, and you can't be thinking, oh, Dover, I just got to play well this one. No, you've got 15 more after this.
Our keys to the game brought to you by Parkway Auto Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, located at 855 Commercial Parkway in Dover. You can find the keys to your next vehicle at Parkway Auto Chrysler, one of the premier car dealers in the Tuscarawas Valley. And you kind of led into our Omni injury report without me teasing the Omni injury report. 2 key players, one on either side of the ledger tonight, not able to go, and they have had season-long injuries, hoping to get both of them back by season's end. But Elena Harstein for New Philadelphia with the foot, and Olivia Belknap coming back from the knee for the Tornadoes. Coach, you've been in that hot seat before down on the sideline. What's it like playing without your star players?
It's very different because you're asking players to do some things that maybe they're not comfortable doing and getting them to buy into it. Hey, I can do this. I can do these things. And when you have a player like Belknap who has scored a ton of points for Dover over the years, you're asking not necessarily one player, but you got to add 2 or 3 more, 4 to your point total. And Harstein, she did a lot of the dirty work for Coach Bball. So you're going to ask, who's going to be that scrappy rebounder, that good defender? So it's just selling the players on changing their role a little bit.
That's our Omni Orthopedics injury report. It's great to have folks like Omni Orthopedics nearby with more than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. And as we go to our nationwide starting lineups, we're going to show you who's filling out those roles for both teams. As we said, Harstein not going to go tonight. Belknap not going to go tonight for the Quakers and Tornadoes. So as we go to the Don Kemp and Doug Sofer scoreboard or update on the screen, what you'll see next is the starting 5 for both squads. We look to see for New Philadelphia, Cantu, Miller, Sabin, the freshman, Aaliyah Currents, and we'll talk more about her exceptional play throughout the first part of the season in a little bit, and the junior Sarah Haar. For the Dover Tornadoes, Aaron Polsey, Megan May, Jada Weston, Kaiser, and Wizentainer round out that starting five. And yeah, those are names you've heard before with the exception of Weston. This is an experienced seasoned bunch coming back for the Tornadoes. Getting things ready for the festivities down on the floor as we're teasing and getting you ready for our Jill Barker OD National Anthem. Dr. Barker takes great pride in the individual care and attention provided to all of her patients. For quality eye care and a great-looking pair of glasses, you can contact Dr. Jill Barker, 330-343-6941 in Dover, or 740-942-4433 in Cadiz. Thanks for choosing Dr. Jill Barker as the Times Reporter's Reader's Choice for Favorite Eye Doctor in 2014. One of the really cool features here at the newly revamped Quaker Gymnasium is that American flag coming down from the center I-beam.
I do like that. And with the boys' game, when they turn the lights off and get it all, bringing that professional atmosphere to the high school level.
Very much so, including that. Our Darren Lautenschlager taking the PA role tonight. Don Kemp, normally the voice of the Lady Quakers, unavailable. Darren, doing a great job filling in. Let's go down to the floor for the national anthem. The Dr. Jill Barker National Anthem. We get you set for tonight's opening tap between the Quakers and the Tornadoes. Up next, all the play-by-play. You're listening and watching great high school basketball right here on TV2.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
What do you call 2 Big Mac sandwiches, 2 cheeseburgers, 4 world-famous fries, and a 10-piece tender, juicy chicken McNuggets? We call it the Mickey D's Dinner Box. You can call it Family Dinner-tastic.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
In the nation, we know how you feel about your car. So when coverage really counts, count on Nationwide Insurance. Because what's precious to you is precious to us. Just another way we put members first. Because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
At Mr. Appliance, we believe repairing your appliances is only part of the job. We believe in delivering superior service by taking extra steps like putting on protective shoe covers before entering your home. Calling Mr. Appliance is a smart choice as we charge by the job and not by the hour. When our in-home service professional arrives at your home, you'll get a complete diagnosis of your appliance problem and a solid quote before any work begins. When you call Mr. Appliance, you can be sure a courteous, highly trained service professional will arrive at your home on time with a clean uniform and an ID badge. We conduct a background check on all our service professionals as we want to be the repair service you can trust. For the service you can trust, call your local Mr. Appliance at 330-874-6017 or visit online at mrappliance.com.
Back at the Quaker Gymnasium, Denny Trimmer along with Coach Jared Halls. We're just moments away from tonight's opening tap. And Coach, you were worried we might not sell out tonight, but the crowd not only has filled the seats, but has come and they have brought it tonight, a fever pitch prior to tip-off.
They have. I mean, it's pretty good crowd here for a Saturday night in December. Looks like everybody here must have all their shopping done and want to enjoy a good basketball game here as we're finishing up the announcing of the Lady Quakers, and we're about set for the tip here, Denny.
Of course, New Philadelphia wearing the home whites, the black letters and numerals with the red trim. Tornadoes traveling grays today. White letters spelling Dover across the front, red numerals outlined in white. As the two teams get set to jump center, it's our Lightning signs and decals opening tip-off. Aaliyah Currents in the center against Jordan Kaiser. The ball is up. The opening tap going to be controlled by the Quakers. They're quickly ahead. Here comes Sarah hard to the rim, up and in. Early 2-0 Quaker lead. They didn't waste much time.
That's a design play by Coach Bball that he's been running since his days at West Holmes there, Denny. And New Philly comes out man-to-man here. Dover in their traditional Princeton set.
Okay, Kaiser with the basketball, handle. Now May has it. Passes left wing to Zoe Wizentainer. Wizentainer, top of the wheel to May, who goes right side to Polsey. Joe Dover looking very patient thus far, getting the cutter. But the look was there to Polsey, but the pass just a little too high up the scale that time.
Denny, on the Princeton set, that first pop out up top is what you're looking for, that quick three when you do that. As you spin it around to the backside, you're looking for somebody on the baseline. There's a long three for the Quakers. Off the mark, rebound by Currents.
Currents stands it down in her office, but does a good job keeping the basketball and not forcing a bad shot. Passes it out to Lexi Miller, who cashes in from downtown. Miller's first triple. Quakers with a 5-0 early edge, 7 minutes to go in the first period.
Here's where Dover needs to be patient. Just, don't think they've got to get 5 back right now. Just work it, get a good shot here, work the offense a little bit. Kaiser has scored for Dover. Double digits. There's a good cut by Wizentainer down low. And she'll go to the line for 2.
Well, they'll say that's on the floor. A little pushing and shoving that time. She and Kaiser working a little back and forth game out here on the left side.
Emily Polsey, who's taken out for Dover, was their leading scorer last time out against the Meadowbrook Colts.
Polsey triggers the inbound, gets it to Wizentainer. Wiz goes right side. Megan May from downtown goes back iron, no good. Rebound poked around. Who's got it? It's Kaiser who goes window and in. Tornadoes on the scoreboard, and Jordan Kaiser in the books. 5-2 Quakers.
She's got that just lengthy, those long arms, get in there, got that rebound scored there for the Lady Tornadoes. We got a charge going the other way on Lexi Miller.
Lexi Miller with a strong take, the right-handed shot up off the window and in, but will not count.
Anytime you put your head down, Denny, it's pretty much automatic. If your head's down, no matter what position the defender has, it's going to be a charge.
You love the determination, but you don't love the result that time. First foul called on Lexi Miller. Here comes the Tornadoes. This is Polsey handling. Reverses her field, goes right side now to Wizentainer. Wizentainer loses the basketball. Cantu comes up with it. We've got a bump, players on the floor, and another whistle.
Coach Fall showing full court man at the start, but then once they cross half court, a little run and jump, try to double team And that's the first foul on Jordan Kaiser. Definitely one of the players the Tornadoes cannot afford to spend any time sitting on the bench here.
Kendall Sabin with the left-handed dribble, crosses the timeline. Cantu, left wing, puts a shake move on Polsey, gets cut off at the baseline though. This is Currents, the freshman. The right-handed dribble gets to the elbow and has it poked away by Wizentainer. Cantu now with the basketball for the Quakers. Dover in kind of a 2-3, the little man look.
Little man look there, kind of sagging off. And we've got a foul here on Wizentainer. I see kind of playing off Currents, whoever's guarding her, knowing that she's looking to drive more so than shoot the jumper. So,
and not too bad when, as a freshman, Aaliyah Currents comes in as the player that Dover is most fearing. She gets the ball down in her office, gets double, triple teamed. Whistle and a foul. Mentioned Currents comes in averaging 14 points and 7 boards as a 9th grader. You can see at times very raw. You can see at other times, man, is she polished for a 9th grader.
That is phenomenal to have that kind of scoring output your freshman year. Lexi Miller drive on the baseline, this time stopped short, didn't get the charge, rebound by Kaiser. Dover on the attack.
Here come the Tornadoes. This is Megan May. Left hand, right hand, now crosses over back to the left hand dribble drive. Picks up her dribble, has her pass deflected, and Sarah Haar ends up with it. Lead pass to Currents, who goes off the glass and in. Aaliyah Currents with her first bucket, the first score we've had here in a couple of minutes. New Philadelphia back to a 5-point lead at 7-2.
Dover getting it set. Megan May looks like she's taking the point guard duties that Olivia Belknap would normally take for the Tornadoes with her injury there. There's the 4th turnover, Denny, here in the first 3 minutes by the Lady Tornadoes.
Nice look ahead pass to Miller, who goes off the glass and in. Currents led her a step too far, and Miller didn't quite know what to do with the basketball, so she decided to shoot. Oh, and look out.
Nice run out there by Wizentainer. Good look ahead, so she'll go to the line this time for 2.
The courage to take that thing to the 10 that time with Currents trailing. Currents with the cross body block. First free throw is up and no good on the season. Wiz is a 50% free throw shooter. Substitutions now for both teams. Madison Fondress checks in for the Tornadoes. Meg Maurer for the Quakers. And number 4, Kate McEwen checks in as well.
So 9-3 New Philly here as we get substitutions here. Dover going to show a little man press of their own.
Now when you get into this Quaker bench and they bring in the Meg Maurers and the Kate McEwens and later the Rachel Andersons and Sarah Stoneman, it becomes more of a track meet. And Matt Bball, who you've mentioned, loves that up-tempo play.
That's the style he wants. He preaches hard defense and up and down the floor. There's Currents' nice feed.
That's Mercedes Cantu, shot up no good. Rebound pulled down by Kaiser. Long pass ahead that time to Emma Ham. Ham almost loses the basketball but throws the pass away. Intercepted by Kate McEwen. Here come the Quakers. Quickly ahead, it's Currents again down low. And so far for Aaliyah Currents, she's had her way from point blank range. The pressure, Kate McEwen comes up with the steal, gets it to Sarah Haar, off the window and in. New Philadelphia pushes the lead from 5 to 10, 13-3. Jarrett, it's all defense.
It is. I mean, Dover's turned it over 6 times. New Philly is shooting phenomenal out of the gate, 6 of 8 from the field. I mean, just it's like a bus. Like you said, they brought in those subs, caused a little chaos and havoc, and it just, I'm not sure whether you're looking at Philly's press, whether you have to do some screening down low to get some other people popped open because the Dover guards are getting pressured as soon as they touch the ball passed into them. So you may have to do some baseline screening, some screening from the foul line down just to get some people open. The best possession they had with it was the run out that Zoe Wizentainer had, and New Philly couldn't get the press set up.
And you are very familiar with the Dover personnel, and you're going to continue to break them down the way you will all game long. But I know you're also very fond of Matt Bball. He's a guy that you kind of say, yeah, he's been successful at West Holmes, he's been successful at Carrollton, he's been successful with boys, with girls. That's a guy you could work with. You really have a lot of respect for him.
They do. Both coaches do a great job. They know what they're going to do. Coach Numbers has spent a lot of years at Dover. She was at Highland under Dave Schlabach, who we all know has multiple championships. Matt Bball a lot of success at the West Holmes. He revitalized the Carrollton program. Now we've got a hold here on New Philly here. So both coaches have been successful, have been around successful people, and that's what makes them good coaches here.
Aaron Polsey going to get a break, and New Philadelphia has checked out the 4x100 team now as we have McEwen, Meg Maurer, Rachel Anderson, and Sarah Stoneman on the floor with the freshman Aaliyah Currents.
There's the player for Dover that's got to score here and get something going for them, Jordan Kaiser. She can play both inside and out. She's good enough to hit the three, but posting up, she could go down and post up some of these smaller guards here.
May being pestered by McEwen, forces a shot up, no good. Rebound by Currents, she's on the run out. Looks ahead to Sarah Haar. Haar goes off the glass and in. Sarah Haar. Beautiful delivery. The freshman running the break. Found Sarah Haar streaking down the left side. I had mistakenly said that Stoneman was in the game. That was Sarah Haar who was remaining in the game. And boy, Haar made the most of that play, running ahead of the pack, got the nice delivery from Currents.
And Dover brought in one of their true post players during that timeout, their freshman, Claire Bauer. She is true post player for the Tornadoes.
Missed free throw. May rips down the rebound. 15-3 on our Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard. Glad to have you with us, Denny Trimmer and Jared Hall from the Quaker Gymnasium. First quarter action underway. Tornadoes working with it. Go ahead, Jared.
Bauer had quick post up on the block. You know, just
and that's a
ran
mismatch
up,
on
right,
Cantu.
And they've got to get to when the post players are open. They get a little upset if they don't get the ball from time to time there. Nice drive by Weston, taken away by the Quakers. Just hands everywhere here at the start. Zoe Wisentainer steals it right back, but hit her foot off. Unfortunate break there.
So McEwen on the run out, had that ball poked away by the hustling Zoe Wisentainer. Boy, and that's the thing, at 15-3, half of you wants to just hang your head down in your hands, but Zoe Wisentainer hustling end to end.
Excellent guard play. I mean, that's where a lot of their experience is at the guard play, because Claire Bauer, freshman for them. Inside.
Here's Miller on the dribble drive. Right side shot up, no good. Rebound Tornadoes. Here comes Wisentainer with the right-hand dribble. Feed ahead to Polsey. Polsey goes left side to Weston. Weston back out to Aaron Polsey, who's got a wide open look at three. Can't get it to go down. Rebound by Cantu for the Quakers. And you can see at every loose ball, at every rebound, New Philadelphia looking to turn and run.
When you hear the ball hit the floor, you know you've held your position on defense. Very rarely do you see the ball, as we did, drop in the middle, and then New Philly went to go get it.
Kendall Sabin checks back in. We'll see our first look at Jenna Hallman, a senior for the Tornadoes.
Both teams substituting very freely here at the start. Coach Numbers trying to find that lineup that's going to work for her, the five that seem to be cohesive here at the start.
So Sabin, the left-hand dribble, brings it across. Lexi Miller now handling for the Quakers on the left wing. Mercedes Cantu, and that would be a mismatch in the opposite direction. You talked about the post being open because Cantu was guarding. Now she uses the speed to drive on the post player.
And that was great box out by Emma Ham there to get the over the back foul. And she's one that was dinged up a little bit for the Tornadoes early in the year, had an ankle injury, so she's coming back in. So Dover's had a couple injuries here to start the season off.
Hustle play there by Anderson on the tap out of bounds. Ham, the intended Tornado receiver.
So you need to have, and this is what Dover has and Philly has, you need to have good guards when you are getting pressed. This is not a big man's game tonight.
And certainly both teams blessed with the talented players in the backcourt. Polsey picks up her dribble, gets whacked on the arm.
Silly there. That's just a foul that, you know, Coach Phila, why do that? You're 40-some feet away from the basket. She's not going to throw it from the Quaker, so just let it go there.
2:11 to play on our first period clock. Glad to have you with us. Quakers in command, as you see on our Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard, 15-3. Tornadoes, though, with the basketball.
Okay, somebody's got to move here for Polsey. He's going to get 5-second call there.
Hallman bails her out, but unfortunately found herself tangled up. Ball off of her leg and out of bounds.
Okay, there, if she would have turned it over, somebody goes, well, why didn't she pass it? Well, somebody's got to move to get open to give her the ball there. A lot of those times, you want to blame the person holding the ball, and it's not. It's people moving, getting open. Obviously, you don't want to pick up your dribble there, but people got to move there.
Dover extending to the full court look. Sabin at the midcourt stripe starts the Quaker offense. This is Haar on the right side. Back to Lexi Miller. This is Currents. Wheels from the top of the lane. Couldn't control the dribble.
And Haar and Miller were two of those players that have played under this system but were role players, but now having to see their roles step up a little bit here. Kendall Sabin, a former Dover Tornado in middle school, now finishing up her career here with the Quakers as she is a senior.
Polsey out of Bauer. Bauer goes right side. The shot no good that time by Ham. Had a good look at it. But she's kind of slapping herself on the jersey saying, yep, that's my bad. I got to knock that down.
And I think Bauer, if she gets another year or $200, she'll take that shot there. She could, just up shoot it in or drive to the basket there, but it was a good look by Ham.
Bauer, great size, 6 feet and just a freshman. Sabin saves for the Quakers. She's going to bring it across. 1:15 to play, first period. New Philadelphia 15, Dover 3. Sarah Haar from beyond the arc, shot a little strong, rebounded by the Tornadoes, ripped down by Jenna Holman that time. This is Polsey bringing it across and starting the Tornado attack. Ham high on the right wing. This is Bauer. Do you like your post player top of the wheel? A lot of teams do that.
They do. Like it, especially when they can handle the ball well. That way they can get the drive, and there's a turnover by the Tornadoes.
Here comes Haar on the crossover dribble. Lexi Miller from downtown. Shot no good. Sabin saves it. No, she doesn't save it. Goes out of bounds. Be Dover basketball.
I'm not a big fan of that shot all the time. I think people see those Sports Center highlights. College players aimed at shooting the three. You know what? Get a quick two. Everybody thinks they can shoot the three. Everybody, every level, even junior high. I think that's something that at junior high, let's wipe that off because I don't know that that's teaching good fundamentals, good footwork, good shooting skills because junior high, you need to work on your form inside the arc, not the long bombs. I haven't seen too many junior high games won with the long three.
Megan May checks back in for the Tornadoes, and Stella Corns will check in.
I tell you, Dover's Elena Harstein type player for them would either be Emma Ham or Jada Weston. They both just rebound, play good D, just solid players that aren't necessarily going to see big numbers necessarily in the box score, but they do the stuff that you need, where you've got Polsey and Wissentainer and Kaiser that can score for them. So they're kind of like that Harstein player if you're kind of matching up. There's a lot of similarities with the players between Dover and New Philly.
And Polsey, as you mentioned, she was shooting free throws, gets the bonus shot on the 1-and-1, misses it. Quakers race ahead in the form of Cantu. Cantu to Miller. Miller, this is Currents on the block, shot up, no good. She was fouled.
She's just a handful for anybody, Denny. I mean, I don't care whether it's Zanesville, Rosecrans, Meadowbrook, Canton Central. I mean, because she's just so quick. And by the time a lot of players react to her move, she's already halfway to the basket.
Her first free shot is no good. And she is where you see Bauer at that same age and think, man, she's going to be a year away.
Right. Now, for your Currents, I'm looking at her. What can she get better on? Okay. People are going to recognize she's a slasher. Okay, so you got to add that jump shot portion to your game, where she's definitely confident going to the basket. I think Bauer has the ability to, just not confident in herself yet. And I think you try it once or twice and it's successful, then you'll start doing it a little more.
Winding down the first period, 15 seconds to go. Megan May rips it away, passes to Corns on the left wing. Corns nearly travels, but gets a pass away to Polsey. Polsey takes a peek at the clock, sees 7 seconds, and in the process is whistled for the double dribble. Another Tornado turnover. And the Quakers with about 6.5 seconds here to get a last shot up in the period. Anderson quickly ahead. This is Kate McEwen. 3 seconds. Nice pass down low to Cantu. Her shot's rejected by Corns, and that will end things here in the first period of play. After one, it's New Philadelphia 15, Dover 4. Back with second quarter action right after this on TV2.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
Just wanting to be a police officer, I knew this was a great start, and it turned out to be a fantastic one.
Just be able to actually see what you're doing, what you're working on, and understand how you can take one thing and turn it into something else.
We got to creatively use skills and academics and see how we can place them into our fields.
It was pretty much I had the key to open the door, and that was from Buckeye.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Uricksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
Brilliantly practical scientist Harriet Tuttle's search for a more efficient life concluded with an unorthodox solution. Harriet created 4 more Harriets. Together they were a model of efficiency. However, while identical, they had their own interests and their own retirement plans, each customized with a Raymond James financial advisor, allowing them to enjoy life separately and together. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Denny Trimmer and Jared Hall back at New Philadelphia High School in the Quaker Gym, and it's time for our first quarter recap. A service of Myers & Miller Podiatry, and Coach, at 16-4, very one-sided recap.
There's one stat that sticks out. Dover's turned it over 11 times to 4 for New Philly. So you think points off turns, New Philly has scored 8 points off of those 11 turnovers. So you take those 8 points away, it's 8-4, which is a lot more manageable here at the start of the game. So Dover's got to try to handle the ball a little better here.
First quarter recap, a service of Myers & Miller Podiatry with locations in Dover, Millersburg, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, and Uricksville to better serve you. And for better tornado service, Emma Ham dials long distance. Now it's 16-7.
There's one of those plays that she does, just timely, had herself squared up, drained it from 3.
Quakers will look to answer. Cantu nearly gives the basketball away, gets it back in the right corner. Tries to go baseline, and very well defended over there by Polsey. It's one of those ones you don't want to bump, but you do want to shield and really cut her off well at the baseline.
So Dover quickly can 3-0 run here, see if they can get at least 2 more and chip into that New Philly lead here to start the second quarter.
16-7 is our score. New Philadelphia on top. Dover with the basketball and looking to add on to some early second period success. Stella Corns from downtown. Shot banks, no good. Rebounded though by Megan May, who tries a step through dribble. Passes it back out to Corns. Dover will wisely reset. This is your veteran leadership, and Aaron Polsey pulling it back out.
And the Princeton offense here again to start the second quarter for the Tornadoes, and New Philly in man here.
Polsey, nice dish down low to Megan May, and May, the 5'8 senior.
This lineup here seems to pretty good here for the Tornadoes out of the gate.
Cuts the Quaker lead to 7. New Philadelphia with it. Cantu to Currents. Currents in her office. Up and in.
You're reached with the wrong side when you're trying to deny it, and she just had it there.
Currents with 7 of the Quakers' 18 here in the early going.
We got a little static here coming through on the headsets there, Denny.
Well, hopefully that's just on our end, or
yeah.
Keith's going to fire us both.
Yes.
Whistle and a foul. That's going to bring players back for the Tornadoes. Jordan Kaiser returns. Jada Weston checks back in.
And here's where Dover can start to make up some ground at the free throw line.
And we'll see Polsey back there again.
And typically your guards are your better free throw shooters if you go by statistics there. Got Jada Weston back in, replacing Madison Pondras.
So Polsey, who split a pair in the first period, eyes the first here. Shot up, back iron, no good. Rebounded by McEwen for the Quakers. Kate always looking to push the basketball and run out, got cut off. Quakers still advance. Meg Maurer with it, right side to McEwen. McEwen to Lexi Miller, who's handling on the right side. 6 minutes to play in the half. Quakers 18-9. Shot by Cantu, no good. Rebounded by McEwen, who puts it up. Rim, no. And Megan May collects for the Tornadoes. May brings it all the way. He's going to step back for a triple try. No good, but hustles, pokes the ball loose on the rebound, but McEwen ends up with it for the Quakers.
Up and down we go.
As predicted. Lexi Miller has cashed out another triple. So she now takes the scoring nod from Currents. She has 8 of the Quakers' 21. It's 21-9. Dover needs a basket here and a nice wheel move from the elbow. Megan May puts it up and down.
Nice fake handoff. Jada Weston came around and she just kept it and rolled right to the basket. Nice play by May there.
Didn't rush that, and so oftentimes when you know you're going to play fake one way, so to speak, and cut with the basketball, boy, she just hung in there and waited for the D to clear. Did a nice job, did Megan May. Puts it up and down. Going to get a chance for another at the line.
Those are your seniors, your 4-year letter winners that know how to play, been in plenty of these games.
Megan May with 4. Call it 5. Quaker lead now just back to 9, 21-12.
Dover seems to be a little rejuvenated here as we're getting into this second quarter there.
Currents with the basketball on the right-handed dribble, passes right wing to McEwen, who had her shot rejected by Jordan Kaiser.
Those are the things Kaiser can do with that length, because usually she's going to be on a smaller player. So you really have to work head fake if you're New Philly, get her up in the air, pump fake, because her long reach wingspan will just knock those right down.
Kaiser listed at 5'10", and she's probably all of that, and those arms and legs play longer.
Yes.
Quakers with it, 4:50 to go in the period. Top of the wheel, Har, right-handed dribble, now goes left side to Sabin. Quakers keep the basketball moving. Currents now at the elbow. Step inside the paint and knock it down.
You know, and Weston played good defense there. She was moving her feet right with her, had her hand up. I mean, that's one you just can't do anything about. Good players make good shots throughout a game.
9 for Currents, 23-12 is the edge, and you saw the Buckeye Career Center replay of that.
May again, drive down. Just off the mark, rebound by the Quakers, back on the attack here.
The rebound by Har, but credit Kaiser for hustling and keeping that ball loose. None of the Quaker ball handlers could get a handle on it. Kaiser poked it away 2 different times.
Dover has not turned it over once here in this quarter, so they've already corrected that turnover miscues that they had in the first quarter there. Good post up by Kaiser, drives in off the mark.
Kaiser with the left
rebound.
hand. Now the right hand. The shot up, no good. But, well, I think free throws, if you can knock them down and that clock's not ticking, the opportunity to get to the free throw line just as important as knocking down shots from the field.
You got to turn for New Philly and box out once the shot goes, especially the shooter. Just forgot. Kaiser was able to slip over there, get her own board. Now she's at the line for 2.
First one's up. The rim's out. McEwen back for the Quakers. Pulsey for the Tornadoes. Wizentainer set to check in for Kaiser. Boy, credit Kaiser, too, for going left hand there. So many players would cower at the opportunity. She hits that if she's not a step too far under.
Excellent move there.
She learned that from the old man who could handle with both hands as well.
There's some hours spent on the driveway doing that.
You got that right. Wizentainer, in fact, will check in on the made free throw. Kaiser will sit with 3 points, 23-13. Quakers breaking the pressure easily with McEwen. McEwen, a little stutter dribble on the right side. Top of the wheel, Kendall Sabin looks, fires, front rim no good. Rebound poked around, hustling Ham. Well, they'll say she had it. I thought that was going the other way.
I really like that matchup now with Weston and Currents. Okay, both have speed, both are physical, so keep an eye on that here as we go through.
So Bauer and Corns check back in. And with that, Matt Bball takes time. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
So really, if you look at the second quarter, Denny, they've played basically even. Dover, if you're looking at check marks of improvement, turnovers have went from 11 to 0. New Philly's turned it over twice. The only thing Dover, you got to make your free throws when you're trying to climb back. They're about 50% from the line. So when you get to the line, relax, take a deep breath. They're doing a much better job holding New Philly to one shot, battling on the boards, keeping somebody on Currents, making her work for those shots.
Well, and Dover subs in with size as they bring in Corns and Bauer at that dead ball. Matt Bball says, I need a timeout to reset. What's he drawing up?
Well, he's going to use his guards to try to use their speed. Bring the post out and look to drive, just like right there to the basket. Good drive. That's going to be a charger. Wizentainer was set. Head goes down. If she just jump stop first, shot it in, you know, whether it's 2 or not, but that's what you just jump stop.
So Mercedes Cantu, the birthday girl, a little out of control there, taking it to the rim, and Wizentainer with great position.
But that was exactly what he probably drew up. Bring the post out.
That's why it's good to have a coach on the call here. I have no idea what Matt Ball's talking about in the timeout huddle. You've drawn that up.
Bauer with it over to Corns there, looking to
Corns and a violent head and shoulder fake, but apparently shuffled the feet in the process.
But if you're, you can live with that turnover. That's trying to make a basketball move, going towards the basket. Had a defender on you, not one of the unforced ones where you just travel and there's nobody within 10, 15 feet of you. The thing is, Corns won't get the chance to get it back. When you look at it and you're a player, you turn it over. What you want to do is, I want to get it back right away. I want to get that ball back and make up for that turnover.
3:15 to play in the half. Quakers in command at 23-13, and Aaliyah Currents.
Wizentainer had great position, but Currents just slid right around her there.
That's a terrific offensive basketball move, and Currents now the first player on the floor in double figures as she has 11.
So I would credit both players with that. Wizentainer was set. She's already taken 2 charges. She was ready to take that third one right there, Danny, but Currents just slid right around.
Well, and you mentioned it on an earlier possession. When Weston had good defensive position, Aaliyah Currents, the 9th grader, just playing way over the projected what a 9th grader should be doing at the varsity level. That's an outstanding move to the basket.
That was outstanding, and I think that's just her development as a player. Coach Vall's confidence in her. Her's like, I can do it. She's made those moves before in games. Okay, like I said, you make them once or twice, you start having that confidence that you can make it happen here. And for Dover now, out of the timeout, I'm looking for May or Wizentainer possibly here.
Well, they'll come out with Pulsey to trigger. Bauer comes out high.
There's a screen. New Philly obviously had that play scouted there because they were looking for
Wow.
Wizentainer there. Got it to Weston.
Oh, nice pass that time from Weston to May. May cuts her way through the lane, puts the shot up and in.
She is playing phenomenal here in this quarter, just kind of taking it on herself here.
Saban, left hand, dribbles her way out of traffic. Oh, nice feed ahead, but intercepted by May. May has done it all here in the second period for the Tornadoes. Senior dribbles with the left hand across midcourt. He gets it to Polsey.
Nice
Polsey.
back cut.
Oh, and they'll say travel as Wizentainer collected and then kind of was undercut by the defender that time. That's a tough traveling call for sure.
That's one that could go either way. Bang, bang,
Absolutely.
either way there.
So if you're a Tornado fan, you're pounding your coffee table right now. If you're a Quaker fan, you're loving that you get the basketball right back.
Thinking you might have caught a break there.
Yeah, just a little bit. 25-15, 2:25 to go in the period. Currents. And I've always said one of the ways you want to get a player like that to slow down, you got to get physical with him a little bit, but that time the elbow in the back a little too hot, a little too high.
And with Currents, if you're going to play behind her, you're going to have somebody in front of her too. So you almost want to maybe do the half where you're half fronting, half not, because if you can read the Quaker on her, the guards, they're going to get it to her. If you can read that on her jersey, your first shot's up and off the mark. Ball's going to go to the Tornadoes.
Poked
there.
around, slapped away that time. Last to touch it was the Quakers' Lexi Miller.
But Jada Weston has done a good job on her, just making her work. The fourth quarter, maybe she'll be a little tired. Won't have quite that jump in her step there.
Nice backdoor cut that time. Not a little pass. It's a little long for Kaiser. But that's
Not
the right
sure.
idea, and we've seen it on both sides
and
of
not
the
sure
wheel.
there wasn't some jersey grab there, Danny, looked like when Kaiser was making the move. And hey, if you get beat, if they're not going to call it, grab a little bit of it.
Anderson ahead to Miller. Miller
Now
crosses over her dribble. A lot of contact in the lane, but gets the shot up and the shot down.
Okay, that was a charge there again, unfortunately. I think she was waiting on that one there.
Miller in double figures with 10. Wizentainer shot no good. There was a foul on the play. Don't forget to stick around for the Bell Stores halftime report, where Jared tells you all the ins and outs of what happened here in the first half of play. And we might even test him. We'll ask him who the better coach is in the family, whether it's him or his brother Adam, the head boys coach at Strasburg High School, who's got himself off to a pretty good start this year.
Yes, they do.
That means you think it's yourself. 1:44 to play, first half. It is 27-15. Anderson at the line. First shot of the 1-and-1 is up and down.
This is where also for New Philly, if you're going to expand the lead, you have to be able to make these free throws, because this is what leaves the door open for Dover to make a run. Hits them both there.
Anderson's second try, up and good. Of course, just a freshman is Anderson. She had the tremendous cross-country season for the Quakers back in the fall. Polsey handling. Minute and a half to play. Megan May, the do-it-all Tornado here in the first half, finds Wizentainer. Just misses from downtown. Rebound poked around. Then pulled away by Currents. And here she comes with a left-handed dribble. Into the circle. Finds Anderson, right wing. Knocks it down. That is a two-point shot. Looked like a triple. Foot on the line. 31-15.
Give it to the hot hand May there. She's had the hot hand here for the Tornadoes in this quarter.
This is Weston top of the wheel, right side. Polsey, we're under a minute now, 52 seconds to play. Here's where they go, Chin, and coach will break down Chin here in just a minute or two. May cutting, almost loses it, gets it back to Wizentainer. Wiz. Cross-court pass. Ham finds May. May gets up off the rim and no good, wouldn't drop.
She has played outstanding for the Tornadoes.
She's gonna need an IV at halftime as much as she has given this team at both ends. Talk about not just putting points on the board, but the hustle plays, the diving for loose balls, the rebounds, the cutting when no one is moving away from the basketball.
She hits up and hits her first one.
May now with 8 of the Tornadoes' 16. Kendall Sabin sits. Kate McEwen will come in for the final 34 seconds here in the first half. Senior eyes it, sets fly, and knocks it down. What a half by Megan May. Anderson quickly ahead for the Quakers. This is Lexi Miller right side. 30 seconds, tries to cross over the dribble. Great defense by Weston. And then a little WWE style wrestling on the right side. Jump ball. It should say Quaker basketball. It does.
Now this would be possibly a little aggravating, Coach Ball, because you would have it coming out of the gate in the third quarter. So now, because of the jump ball, Dover will have it to start the third quarter. And you always want to, if you can have the possession there to start the third quarter.
Miller to McEwen, top of the wheel, Anderson. And from way downtown, Meg Maurer, shot back iron, no good. Guess who rebounds for the Tornadoes? Megan May, and as she's bringing it up, takes a bump from Kate McEwen, and hey, 12 seconds left. That's 2 more shots at the free throw line because of the double bonus.
So Dover can chip it to 12 here.
Credit the Tornadoes for their sticking around here in the second quarter, because after the way things went in the first period, Coach, I thought it was going to get really ugly.
Yep.
Megan May says, I'm not having anything to do with that, Mr. Trimmer. It's 31-18 on our Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard. May with another free throw, hits double figures at 10. Senior eyes the second one. And back iron rebounded by Currents. We're under 10 seconds to play. Anderson, little pedestrian here, 5 seconds to play.
Oh, mishandled
Loses
there.
the basketball, 3 seconds, 2.
They don't know what.
The shot is good if it goes, and it does not go. Meg Maurer has the shot, rim out. It's halftime at the Quaker Gym. New Philadelphia on top of rival Dover, 31-18. We'll be back with our Bball Stores halftime report in just a couple of minutes.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
In the nation, we know how you feel about your car. So when coverage really counts, count on Nationwide Insurance. Because what's precious to you is precious to us. Just another way we put members first. Because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
What do you call 2 Big Mac sandwiches, 2 cheeseburgers, 4 world-famous fries, and a 10-piece tender juicy chicken McNuggets? We call it the Mickey D's Dinner Box. You can call it Family Dinner-tastic.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
(31-18), New Philadelphia on top of the rival Tornadoes here at the halftime at the Quaker Gym. I'm Denny Trimmer along with Jared Hall, and this is our Bball Stores halftime report, a service of Bball Stores with 4 convenient locations to better serve you in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. You can stop in at your local convenient Bball store and make sure your family is running on full for the second half. And when you talk about teams running on full, certainly New Philadelphia brought it in both periods of play. Thank heavens Megan May stepped up to the plate in period number 2. We've got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, and if you look at the halftime stats that we have for you, Dover did a much better job in the second quarter of handling the basketball. They turned over 11 times the first quarter, 4 in the second there. Dover a little chilly from the field at the start here, but as you said, Megan May really got some nice drives, got to the line. Dover was able to get into the 1-and-1 early, so they had a few more attempts from the free throw line. New Philly, they were pretty solid at 60% both ways. So those are the stats we have here for the first half.
Well, tonight's halftime adjustment is brought to you by the Vasco Group, a full-service asphalt, paving, and maintenance company. Vasco also specializes in construction of artificial turf fields, running tracks, and tennis court. More information online at thevascogroup.com. Adjustments. This is how coaches make their pay. What do you have on both sides of the ledger?
Okay, for New Philly, you started turning over a little more here in the second quarter. You're starting to play a little fast. Coach likes to play fast, but there's playing fast, then there's playing crazy fast, where you're going way too fast for the pass. Make the sure pass, make the simple pass, make the short pass. On the Tornado side, I really think you got to work to get Kaiser some shots here early to start the second half, get her active, because with her length, her skill set, she could get some buckets here, and Wisentainer and Weston keep playing solid D.
Well, we want to thank Keister Implement for helping us keep these games on the air. Keister Implement is your local John Deere dealer, and glad to have them as a part of our second half of action here. Tornadoes with it. Weston gets a shot up, but before that, we've got a whistle.
And jump ball is going to be turned over to the Quakers here. Dover coming right out in their man press, and we've got Weston on Currents again, so they're keeping with that matchup there.
This is Mercedes Cantu, the senior, brings it across the midcourt stripe and finds Lexi Miller. Miller with a wild pass, corralled by Sarah Har. Har with a running hook shot. Good heavens.
So New Philly with the first 2 here, and here's the person for Dover that did a lot of the scoring for them in the second quarter, and they've added Lexi Miller. Nice drive, beating Miller off the window. The mark rebound, Kaiser.
Kaiser, nice pass back to May that time. May shuffled the feet, got away with it, got the shot up, no good. Loose ball rebound, poked out of bounds. They'll say by the Tornadoes, it's going to be Quaker basketball.
And the 2 players we mentioned offensively, Dover was active right there, and that's what they got to have. Keep continuing to have that. Yep.
Just underway here in the third period of play. Glad to have you with us on TV2. Denny Trimmer and Jared Hall with you. Quakers, Tornadoes, New Philadelphia on top 33-18, as you can see on our Kent State Tuscarawas scoreboard. Quakers with the edge and the basketball. Sabin picked up her dribble and turned her back. Matt Ball saw she was in trouble, bailed her out with a 30-second timeout.
Must be something about this end of the floor, because Dover had one of those 2 with Polsey early on in the first quarter. They're almost in the exact same spot. So, Coach Ball, quick timeout. Obviously, you don't want to burn them all, but in a game like this, you want to get a couple points here early on, and if you can expand that lead a little bit.
Well, and this gives you the opportunity to set up a play.
Right. And next time we're in this, somebody's got to cut. Well, first question would be to the dribbler. Why'd you pick up the dribble? Keep the dribble alive. But players, they pick it up, move to the basketball. Don't stay in 10 feet. Hey, I'm open. No, go get it, because those are when turnovers happen.
So we'll see what they drew up on the dry erase board in that Quaker huddle. Miller triggers for the Quakers. Can't find anybody. Finally gets it to Mercedes Cantu.
Looked like a little confusion there, Denny, around the paint there. Currents wasn't sure where to go, and just looked a little bit maybe out of sync. Somebody didn't cut the right way. Here we go. Saban setting up play over to Miller.
Left wing, Lexi Miller. Miller, top of the wheel. Cantu wide open. Going to trigger from downtown shot. Wide right. She gets her own rebound, though, and has it tapped. Quakers will collect. This is Currents. Steps in. And unfortunately did so without a dribble that time. They'll say she shuffled the feet. Tornado basketball.
And both teams picking up with that man pressure here.
This is Polsey working on Kendall Saban.
And we got the run and jump now by Coach Bball and the Quakers. Steal by Currents.
And Currents on the run out this time.
Nice hustle by Kaiser to flick it out of bounds.
Oh, Kaiser showed the closing speed that time.
Saved an easy two. So nice hustle there by Jordan Kaiser.
Sarah Haar, nice cut that time and a beautiful delivery from Saban, but the shot was no good.
Nice little ring around the rosy there. They're nice into Wizentainer.
Oh, Wiz with a wild shot. Currents thought she had the board. Weston closed on her. Like a defensive back hitting a receiver. That ball went flying.
And Dover 0 of 4 from the field to start the third quarter.
That's no way to close the deficit. 6:07 to play in the third period.
The third foul on Weston. I think you've got to leave her in because she is having some success here against Currents. Good flash cut by Currents looking for the basketball. Dover's really cleaned up, letting her have clean looks here.
Cantu with it, being checked by May. Now Currents finds her way into the paint, gets a shot up. Back of the iron, no good. Taps the loose ball rebound, but it's collected by Megan May. Her team's behind, but who with a stronger effort for our McDonald's MVP, at least for the Tornado side of things, Megan May, doing it all for the Tornadoes, and this Dover trying to get things moving in sync offensively. Zoe Wizentainer turns it over on the travel.
Philly with the first subs here of the third quarter here.
McEwen and Meg Maurer check in. Currents will get a break.
And I just wonder if Belknap would have been able to play if she'd have been the one guarding Currents. I mean, that would have been good because she's one of Dover's better defenders. Just, the senior leadership able to muscle her a little bit, what we might have had there.
Certainly Belknap would have brought a physical nature to the style. Probably 3-4 inches separates them in height, so she would counter with her strength.
Yeah, and the smarts of being a senior, so that's...
Well, you'll get to see that at the end of the season.
Yes,
sure,
yes.
The way things are going.
Yep.
Quakers here with the basketball. You get a great shot of Sarah Haar inbounding just across from us, our broadcast vantage point. Cantu goes baseline, gets whacked by Weston.
And that's 4 on Weston.
And that's
here,
the risk you take by leaving her in.
But now I think you're trading her for another good defender for the Tornadoes, Emma Ham. So these were the two players that were the dirty work ones doing all the stuff that you need. So
well, Mercedes nails the first one. She's a 61% free throw shooter on the season.
I'll see here when Currents comes back in if Ham is the one that draws that assignment.
I want to say thanks to our outstanding replay sponsor. You've seen some great shots this evening, but they all come to you courtesy of the Buckeye Career Center. You can learn more online at buckeyecareercenter.org. So many great things going on, not just for high school students, great adult programs down there as well. Plus, they employ your brother.
Yes.
And Coach Numbers, if you will.
Yes. And Coach Miller from Central. And Coach Doak from Claymont.
Wow.
Quite a few coaches.
The cradle of coaches, so to speak. Bob Alsep's got all those basketball coaches
and
down there.
And a former coach himself, so that's, Maybe Buckeye should start their own team. They got plenty of coaches down there.
They'd be fighting for who's going to make the coaches' decisions. That's the problem there. Bob Alsep would say, I trump you all. I'm making it. Under 5 minutes to play now. Third period, 35-18. Dribble drive.
Nice drive by May to the basket, looking to do something there. Bumped by the Quakers. pretty slow moving here, third quarter. The pace is kind of not snail paced, but slowed down here a little bit. Neither team shooting real well out of the halftime locker room. There's Kaiser, good look there, good strong post up.
Oh, Ham with it now, back to Pulsey, top of the wheel.
And the Princeton here, Kaiser's in the middle of the Princeton set here.
And Kaiser does a nice job dipping under the defender. Sarah Haar misses the first shot, puts the second shot up and in.
Now maybe that'll be the one to get her jump started here as it's 35-20. Nice.
Oh, and Megan May, again, exceptional effort. I tell you, Kaiser is she's probably the best shooter, pure stroke shooter on either team. And she's one of those players that needs that rhythm and needs those touches. How hard is it when you're coming in and out of the lineup to get into the flow if you're Kaiser?
Well, you just got to, you had some fouls and things. You just got to get focused and just, get in there, be ready, be set. When it happens, there's currents.
I'll say she went over the back. Did not have the good backside position.
So Dover will take over there. And your shooter, you got to take your chances when they come. When the ball comes to you and you're open and you're battling some foul trouble, you got to shoot. The first one doesn't fall. I remember some good shooters say they've never met a shot they didn't like and just keep shooting to get hot.
Now,
there you go, right
Kaiser
there.
From downtown, shot back iron, no good. Rebounded on the backside by Ham, who fights it up, no good. Rebound is a loose ball. Ham gets it. Now Currents the other way for the Quakers. A nice lead pass that time. Anderson with a right hand, up and in. Beautifully done on both ends, the pass and the score.
Dover had 3 opportunities there, a couple of them from basically point blank there. There's
on Sarah Haar with the rip away. Haar goes right hand off the glass and in. Timeout Tornadoes. And it looks like they're going to take a full timeout. So I will ask you, for listening purposes and our viewers that are hanging on there, I know what you're saying when you say they're running the Princeton. This is the Princeton look. For the Joe that's saddling up to watch this replay and doesn't have an idea of what you're talking about, describe what Dover's doing offensively.
Basically have 4 players outside the three-point line, and you have your screener at the top of the key. You're rubbing players off of that screener to curl to get outside for a 3. Basically, the first step in it is designed for a 3 look. Okay, if a team's playing poorly against you, you feed it right to the player in the post, they can turn and score. And some teams that want to play behind the post, that hurts them. But as you're setting good screens, and usually it's going to be after they run through a couple times, it's going to be the backside 3 that's open. But it also leads you to some motion principles where you can spread the floor, nobody's in the paint, a lot of drives to the basket. Makes the one-on-one defender work extremely hard because you're kind of on an island against that offensive player.
Well, 39-20. Dover needing to find some rhythm in that Princeton offense here and needing to find it quickly as we hit the 3:20 mark in the third period. Bauer goes right side to Jordan Kaiser. Kaiser with the left-handed pass, top of the wheel, Pulsey. And there's
nice
the
cut by
there's the backdoor cut you were talking about. Give credit where it's due as well. Sarah Haar did a nice job defending that. And they'll say Wiz traveled with the basketball.
I think Kaiser she has to look to take a drive. She just seen, she caught it there on that possession. She wasn't really even looking to score. She needs to just take it to the basket, drive hard, stop, jump shot, get it in.
Currents triggers to McEwen. Sophomore with the left hand across the center court stripe. My apologies, Katie is a freshman. Gets it to her freshman running mate, Rachel Anderson, who goes up off the glass and in. Anderson with 8 off the bench. And this is where this group, and I've talked about it earlier, with McEwen and Anderson in the game, look for the accelerator to get even closer to the floor as those two in particular really push the issue.
Right there was a turnover by Dover that would drive Coach Numbers and the Dover staff crazy. That was unforced, just no pressure, those ones drive me nuts, and I'm sure would drive most coaches nuts.
It's
There's
kind
a
of
near
driving
steal.
you nuts right now.
Yep. There's Wizentainer, who's had a great game defensively with the steal right back for the
She
Tornadoes.
needs help. Finds it in the form of Ham. Ham, top of the wheel, left-hand pass, intercepted by Mercedes Cantu. Cantu, I'm sorry, that's Kate McEwen. Here's Currents off the window, shot up, no good. Nice feed that time from Kate. Found the cutting Currents. Shot didn't drop, but she'll get a pair at the line.
But I'll tell you what, I don't know what the record would be because you don't really keep record of most charges. But, I would think with the 3 that Wizentainer's already taken, you're getting into that most charges for a game. I mean, just Currents here misses the first one, so still 41-20 here.
Now you talked about Currents as she develops. Will have to develop that sort of mid-range shooter's touch. She stays consistent with her season average of 51% by splitting the pair, but she has 12 on the night for the Quakers. 42-20.
There comes the first screen there for May, looking for it there. And back up top, swinging it across, and nearly stolen by the Quakers.
Another hustle play by Kate McEwen.
Quakers have been very active with their hands.
Oh, there again, right on cue. Makes you sound really good. Here comes Currents, gets her way into the paint. Shot up and in. They'll say she traveled with the basketball. That'll be a good one to look at on a Buckeye Career Center replay if such a thing is humanly possible. Boy, she came cutting and put the brakes on and took a big step into the paint. Here you'll see it. Here's the great replay. Watch her get the nice move across. In fact, she did look to travel with the basketball. Dover has it now as we're working back to live action. Forces shot up. We've got a held ball, jump ball situation. It'll stay with the Tornadoes.
Denny, Dover has attempted as many shots this quarter 9 as they've turned it over 9 times. So that's not recipe there. Bauer with it up top over to May, who's been kind of quiet. This long triple there for May. Banked it in. Great.
Still counts.
Yep. Dover's second field goal here of the third quarter.
And Megan, that looks like a swish in the scorer's book, so don't sweat the details on the bank shot. 42-23, the Quakers try to push, they throw it out of bounds. Polsey and Kaiser set to check back in for the Tornadoes. 1:20 to play in the period. Great screen up top. Guess who? Megan May. This is Bauer down low. Forces a shot up against Currents. No good.
But that's that play. Turn, drive to the basket. Get some confidence in what you're doing there.
McEwen with another hustle play on the rebound. Now gets it to Har to try and get the Quaker offense started. Har has her pass intercepted. And then the pocket of Megan May was picked by Currents, who throws it out of bounds.
We've had 17 turnovers in this half between both teams here.
You're a former coach, but your hair's getting gray watching this. You guys are a weird lot. You have this weird connection between you and Coach Numbers and Coach Vall. The other Coach Hall in Strasburg. Something bad happens. It's like a voodoo doll. You all get a little jumpy.
He hides his with shaving his, so you don't have to see his gray.
He has other issues. Under a minute to play now. 42-23. Aaron Polsey, the senior, brings it across center court stripe with a left-handed dribble to start that Dover offense. This is May working right side. Bulldozes her way in. Shot no good. Rebounded on the backside. Up no good. Rebounded again on the backside. Up and no good. This is May who gets the fourth try and knocks it down. Credit Fondress for keeping that thing alive. But it was May who finally cashed out for the Tornadoes. And a hustle play by Weston. Pick the pocket of Lexi Miller. 20 seconds to play in the period. May will be called for the travel. 42-25 Quaker basketball.
I think that official was going to call that from the top of the key. I almost think at any point a player puts their head down, it's like, we got to call something.
You've mentioned that a few times tonight. You're right.
It's something. It's foul, travel, something.
Well,
But
Curran's
it's not
back in
always.
for the Quakers. Hallman back in for the Tornadoes. 13 seconds in the period. This is Haar. Haar stepped out of bounds. Now 11 seconds here. You've got a shot to inbound on your side of the center court stripe.
And with looking at what Dover has set up, I would think Kaiser for dribble drive or a three.
This is Weston with it on the left wing. Clock running, 7 seconds. Kaiser from downtown, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Currents. Currents whips a pass ahead. And the Quakers' Sarah Stoneman could not get the shot off. So after 3 quarters of play, it's 42-25, Quakers on top. Back with fourth quarter action right after this on TV2.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
Brilliantly practical scientist Harriet Tuttle's search for a more efficient life concluded with an unorthodox solution. Harriet created 4 more Harriets. Together they were a model of efficiency. However, while identical, they had their own interests and their own retirement plans, each customized with a Raymond James financial advisor, allowing them to enjoy life separately and together. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
Denny Trimmer and Jared Hall with you from New Philadelphia High School. Time for our third quarter recap, a service of McDonald's with 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uricksville, New Cumberstown, Cadiz, and 2 locations in New Philadelphia. A little sloppy there in the third quarter, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, Dover's up to 26 turnovers and New Philly with 18. Both teams combined turned it over roughly about 19 times there, and there's a turnover right out of the gate for the Quakers here to start the fourth quarter.
Now, Currents had the right idea and threw the wrong type of pass, hit Sarah Haar in the leg.
But with this rivalry game, these things kind of happen. It's not always the prettiest.
Oh, there's a pass in the middle of nowhere that Hallman collects. Kaiser, left side, top of the wheel. Aaron Polsey. Polsey to Kaiser. Kaiser yet to find her rhythm tonight. Made a couple great plays, just hasn't found the shooting stroke. Left side, Wizentainer, shot no good. Rebounded by Haar. Haar, rather than travel, made a wild pass to Cantu. Cantu hauled it in. Quaker's going to recollect and start the offense. Lexi Miller left side. A number of times she's driven with the basketball. That time Hallman steps in front. Shot is up, no good, and the junior will find herself at the free throw line already with 10 points on the night. Miller knocks the first shot down. She's a 70% free throw shooter on the season. So Ham will check back in for Kaiser.
See who Dover puts on Currents here.
And the made pair makes it 44-25, and Great hustle over there by Polsey.
Former teammates in junior high.
Weston will check back in for Fondress. And boy, I like the way Weston's played tonight.
She
She's
has
not in
played
foul trouble,
well.
but she's been active.
Yep. And she's been up to the challenge of guarding Currents. So
now this is Wizentainer on the run ahead. Left side triple try, no good. Rebound fought for and tapped out of bounds. They'll say Quaker basketball. Right in front of the Dover student section. Not
interesting. Yes. I'm sure the students are going to discuss that with the official there.
Now Currents finds Cantu on a run out this time. Left hand layup. It's up and in. Mercedes Cantu with her second basket of the night. Now 4 points. Polsey, nice pass that time, looking for a Cuttingham who got it back to Wizentainer. Wiz with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Har. Har on the push, gets it quickly ahead to Currents. Currents finds a wide open Lexi Miller. Too far under the basket, rebounded by Currents. Shot up, no good. And she'll get back to that free throw line.
Currents with 12 here on the night.
Back iron, no good.
Getting tired, stamina here. For a freshman, the season's a little longer. Now that you're on the varsity, practices are a little longer. You've got a lot more games. There's not as many breaks in between because you've got some games. You don't get as much time off here, so.
Well, to that point, Matt Fall has said, I've yet to put them through a real varsity practice. These youngsters don't know quite what they're getting into yet. He's been easy on them.
I don't know if I believe that whole statement there.
Right, straight from the horse's mouth. Ham with the basketball. She's going to trigger from downtown. Shot no good. No one touched it. It's going to be Quaker basketball. Of course, Matt's dad, Fran Vol, was a wildly successful coach at the collegiate level, Division I Bowling Green. Cantu on the beautiful drive, couldn't get it to cash out. She gets the loose ball rebound, finds Sabin, whose shot is no good. Ball was poked out of bounds by Miller. They also say a foul on the play against the Quakers.
That'll be the fourth team foul here on the Quakers here. We've got 6 on the Tornadoes here with 5:54 left on the fourth quarter clock.
I think Mercedes gave such a shimmy on that play. She surprised herself how open she was after deking the defender and blew the bunny. This is Polsey with it. Gets it out of the trap and ahead to Wizentainer.
May's been very quiet in this half. There she is, wide open, long triple.
Thought she would get the shooter's touch there, the roll, and it didn't go. Rebound was slapped around and went off of Meg Maurer, who's checked in for the Quakers. Dover will inbound under their own basket. 5:40 to play, fourth quarter. It's a 22-point Quaker lead. Ham, top of the wheel, right side now. Polsey. That ball's poked away, collected by McEwen, who makes a heady pass. Gets it out there to Mercedes Cantu, who missed the tough left-handed layup try.
Both teams combined 1 of 11 out of the gate here, Denny, to start the third quarter. There's Polsey, triple on the way, got it.
Polsey from downtown.
Just as we said, somebody rings it up, cuts the lead, 47-28.
All you had to do was say how bad the shooting was, and someone was going to step into
it
and
up.
knock it down.
Well, and she was their leading scorer last time out against the Colts. So
nice hustle play defensively by the Wiz. Knocks it out of bounds. Wizentainer will now take a break. Kaiser back in.
So Dover, it's 4:53 on the clock. You want to try to chip away a little bit. Still time yet. You got to get some steals, get some buckets here. You can't let New Philly extend that lead.
Meg Maurer, triple try, no good. Rebounded by Currents, then she loses, then she collects, gets back into the lane. put a shot up attempt. Megan May picked her pocket. May, right side, Kaiser from downtown. Shot no good, rebounded by Currents. It seems like Currents has had every rebound opportunity for the Quakers. Anderson, little crossover dribble. Shot up no good, rebounded by Haar. Then McEwen.
Now here's the youth factor for New Philly. You're up 19. Let's get everybody set and then run some offense. You know, that last play just kind of, everybody quite wasn't set. You're driving to the basket. People aren't in position to rebound or get the backside board. So as they get older, get a little more experience here as the season goes on, they'll know, let's get everybody going unless it's a sure layup. And they've had some runouts tonight, but that was one that you might want to take a little bit of time off the clock here.
And looking at that Quaker lineup, it's senior, junior, sophomore, freshman.
We've got a turnover against,
I want to say the push on Pulsey that time. Resetting the Tornado 5.
Now they're going to get Bauer with the illegal screen.
Oh, wow. It is Bauer, Pulsey, Kaiser, Corns, and May for the Tornadoes. This is Anderson with it for New Philadelphia. Across the center court stripe with a left-handed dribble.
Good hands by Kaiser there. Right back to the Tornadoes.
Hustle play by Kaiser. Gets it ahead to May. May almost loses the dribble, but recollects. 4 minutes to play in the contest. Pulsey from downtown. Knocks it. No, she doesn't knock it down. Rims out. Rebounded by Meg Maurer, who wildly tries to get it ahead.
Coach Bball will have some teaching points no matter how this turns out now. That's what you always want. Even if you win by a lot, when you lose by a lot, plenty of things to talk about. But when you're winning and up 19 here, you still want to have some things to keep them focused on, and I'm sure the turnovers will be a discussion Coach Bball will have. Nice move by Bauer there, just blocked. And here come the Quakers back on the attack.
This is McEwen, who has been running up and down this floor all evening long with the basketball because of plays just like that. In the lane, Cantu, shot up, no good. Haar scraps for the loose ball. From downtown, Anderson, no good. Rebound, kicked out of bounds. Going to be Dover basketball. I want to thank our friends at Kent State Tuscarawas who've been bringing you the score all night.
It's been typical Dover New Philly game. Kids playing hard, playing physical. Got a few turnovers, some of those things that just happens to get in the rivalry game. There's Pulsey with the double team there, and we got a jump ball, and it's going to be going the other way back to the Quakers.
Of course, don't forget to stick around for our Bball Stores post-game wrap-up. We'll also give you our McDonald's I'm Loving It game MVP.
And we've enjoyed having Denny Trimmer fill in for us tonight. Since Scott Robinson was unavailable, Scott will be back Tuesday night as he and I will be at Garraway for the Garraway Pirates against the Newcomerstown Trojans in our first look at the Trojans.
Oh, I got a chance to see them last night. We'll talk about that in just a second. But thank you. I enjoyed filling in.
And we'll get to work together again.
We will. We'll be together later in the season for some boys action. But Scott is, as they say in radio and television, he's on assignment tonight.
There you go. That must be having a good time.
He's having a better time than we're having. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by the Tornadoes. And here comes Pulsey with 2.5 minutes to go in the contest.
Maybe that was our gift to him since this is the season of giving.
Exactly.
So.
You guys aren't going to get much of a gift. You will have a game to call, but certainly Newcomerstown facing their challenges thus far. And talking with Rod Bonamico, their head coach, they've got a couple of really nice players, but they are seeking some rhythm and some things to kind of fall into place yet before some of that talent can kind of really shine. Bryce Barbera, their post player, probably one of the more skilled big men in the area, has a variety of old school moves in the post. You'll really get a kick out of watching him.
Well, he'll have the hands full with Hannaford and the whole crew there for the Pirates because we saw Garraway come back from 14 down. Kaiser on a nice drive. She'll go to the line. Garraway come back from 14 down in the fourth quarter last night to beat Malvern by 2 on a Gebhardt shot with 3 seconds to go. Just phenomenal game both ways.
So for all of the best replay coverage of our area teams, be sure and stick right here on TV2. And you can also catch those replays. And frankly, folks, this is how I do it. On WJER, TV2.com, all these replays are posted. Now, you can go watch them anytime. I watched that Malvern Garraway game this afternoon while I was at work. Don't tell my wife, who thought I was actually working. I was watching basketball.
And you can even watch ones from last year. There's a few still on there from last season's. Nice.
Quakers quickly ahead. Sarah Harr gets the shot to go up off the glass and in.
Darren Lotzeslager.
Darren kind of feeling it right now.
Yeah.
Finally finding his way with the growling Harr. I am 80. Well, these teams are going to see each other once again as we
at the
come
end of the season.
Towards season's end. What is Dover going to have to improve on from what is now a 20-point Quaker lead to close the gap?
I think shoot a little better and obviously handle the ball a little better. And by that point, Olivia Belknap maybe back. So that's gonna cure a few of those turnover issues there. And obviously she'll be doing some of the shooting too for the Dover. But if they just clean up turnovers a little bit and just shoot a little better, and you always shoot better when you're at home. The background. You're used to the background.
Yeah. And, folks, you think this – Olivia Belknap, serious knee injury and surgery and the recovery. And if you don't think she's going to be hungry when she comes back for the final few games, she's real close to 1,000 career points.
Right.
So she's going to give it everything she's got. Shot up by Cantu and whistle on the rebound try. May and Sarah Stoneman got tangled up.
We got a 1-and-1 here coming up.
Stoneman, a 5'8" freshman.
Sonahar going the other way, so that'll should put one of the Tornadoes at the line here.
Should be bonus, you're correct. Currents will check back in. Kate McEwen will check back in.
Now, Denny, this is where you see, okay, after this, what do the Quakers do? Do they run down and try to get a quick one, or do they kind of just work their offense to let the clock run out?
So the senior May, who has been exceptional for the Tornadoes tonight, knocks that free throw down.
She's really been impressive on the offensive end. Just in the same breath we said Wisentainer has been really good for them on the defensive side of the and Weston. There's a rebound by Currents here.
Currents on the run out, brings it across the timeline. Now McEwen top of the wheel. Left side, Kendall Sabin, who's checked back in. Anderson, left hand, gets all baseline, pops it back out to Sabin. Sabin didn't think shot. This is Stoneman just inside the arc. Shot no good. And with 1:23 to play, it's going to be Tornado basketball.
New Philly still showing press here, just letting the clock run so they don't do the old roll to midcourt and not have the clock start here.
Megan May. May with 16 of her team's 30 points tonight.
Just outstanding effort, even on the offensive glass, defensive glass.
We've seen her hustle away from the basketball. Now has got it on a reverse layup try. No good, but she's going to go back to the free throw line.
57.2 here on the clock.
And unless Aaliyah Currents goes crazy here in the waning moments, Megan May going to leave this game as the game-high leading scorer. May looks at the first, knocks it down. She has 17. Currents, in a tremendous effort, has had 13.
Seniors just seem to play better with the Dover Philly, Who would be Strasburg's key rival?
Central Catholic.
Okay. Because I know when you get those big leagues, when you got 10 teams, it's hard to really have that.
Garraway, yeah. It's seasonal anymore. Who's hot? There's always little axes to grind.
Right. In this league, we've got Cambridge, Meadowbrook, Dover Philly. Even though it's really big, really small, Zanesville and Rosecrans. And there's a miss there. And stolen right back here by the Quakers.
Collected by Maurer. This is Lexi Miller. 35 seconds to play. Stoneman, I'm sorry, that was Anderson from downtown. No good. Hustling again was Cantu for the rebound. Another Dover substitution. Here comes Jenna Hallman. And let's give a little broadcast table cheer for Megan May and her performance. She's going to get a chance to sit down.
Outstanding effort tonight.
And should be the last we see of her with 30 seconds to play. Hallman, backdoor pass to Corns. Ball tapped out of bounds. They'll say Quaker basketball. So Haar also in double figures with 12 for the Quakers. Lexi Miller, I believe, had 11 without my notes in front of me. So
pretty balanced for the New Philadelphia Quakers.
13, 12, and 11 by 3 of your starters is an awfully good night. Anderson from beyond the arc. Shot no good. A rebound poked around. And there's Bauer showing the big body, just clearing things out. Corns went down hard, favoring that right shoulder now.
We have New Philly shooting some free throws here with 10 seconds to go, as they will try to reach the half-century mark.
And this is Cantu. First try up and nothing but net. 60+% free throw shooter on the season is the senior. She now has 5. Second try up and true. So 6 for Cantu. Ham with the basketball. Hallman. Clock winding down, 3-2. And that will be the end. An impressive victory, 20 points by New Philadelphia, 51-31 over arch rival Dover. We'll take time here. When we come back, we'll have our Bell Stores post-game wrap-up and give you our McDonald's I'm Loving It Games MVP. 51-31 the final. Back to wrap it up right after this on TV2.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
Hi, I'm TV2 Sports Talk's Bill Morgan. Some people are outstanding at playing sports, and then there's me. While we at TV2 Sports Talk may have never been All-State on the field, we are Tuscarawas County's MVP when it comes to local television sports talk and play-by-play. Catch TV2 Sports Talk Wednesday nights at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5 on DMG Channel 2.
Well, welcome back to New Philadelphia High School, the Quaker Gym, where tonight the New Philadelphia girls really flexed some muscle tonight, ousting Dover, the arch rival, by 20 points. 51-31 was our final, and this is our Bell Stores game wrap-up. Of course, 4 convenient locations to serve you better in Dover, Bolivar, New Philadelphia, and Strasburg. Stop in at your local convenient Bell store and make sure that your family is running on full all season long. Adam, the numbers will tell the story, but boy, pretty impressive game tonight by the Quakers.
Yeah, if you look at our stats that we have for you, New Philly shot the ball extremely well, 43%. Anytime you get in that 40-50 range, obviously it's a plus. Free throw, 69%. They had 26 rebounds, 25 turnovers. The key stat on the other side, the coin, I mean, obviously 33 turns a lot, but the 9 of 38 from the field for the Lady Tornadoes, a little bit chilly there. So those are
It didn't seem that they could ever find a rhythm.
No, they'd hit 1 or 2, and then they'd go in a long drought where they wouldn't hit 4 or 5 in a row. And, I mean, he did a lot. I mean, defensively, I thought Weston and Wissentainer played well for them. Megan May for the Tornadoes had an outstanding game offensively. You know, Baron Polsey bringing it up, handling the ball. You had Kaj. They did a lot of good things. New Philly just got the upper hand out of the gate and was able to control it. Now, on the New Philly side, that youthfulness that they have, they showed a lot of poise tonight. When Currents couldn't get the basketball, they went to some of their other scores. Lexi Miller had a nice game for them. So it isn't just Currents and nobody else. They've got some other weapons, and they like to get up and down the floor, as we saw there.
Well, Currents, Har, and Lexi Miller finish in double figures with 13, 12, and 11 points respectively. Now, on any other given night, the Tornadoes would win a game. We'd say Megan May, the standout player of the game, finished with 16 points, I believe, was all over the floor with rebounds, setting great screens, just the hustle plays, slapping loose balls away, collecting loose balls, and moving the other direction. But tonight, in the 20-point win, we were certainly awed by the play of the freshman, Aaliyah Currents, our McDonald's game MVP.
So congratulations to Aaliyah on that. And, Danny, I just want to thank you before we sign off for filling in for Scott here. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you in January. Maybe we'll have some snow, not 70 degrees.
Yeah, I doubt it. It's 70 degrees today in mid-December. Who would have thought?
I saw a couple people mowing their yards today.
So congratulations to Aaliyah Currents, our McDonald's MVP. Of course, McDonald's, 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uricksville, New Comerstown, Caddis, and 2 locations right here in New Philadelphia. I want to thank all of you as well. I always love getting in the driver's seat here on these TV2 events. Hopefully more and more down in the future. But Scott, just keeping the seat warm tonight, buddy. It was a big Quaker win, 51-31 over the Tornadoes. These 2 teams will meet again at the end of the season. We'll see where improvement comes on both sides of the mark. But thank you to Keith and the gang in the truck. Our executive producer, Stan Bunning, who I have not seen. I'm sure he's doing something very important this evening. But Stan, thank you for putting everything together for us. Most of all, hey, thank you, Jared. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoy everything that we do and put on the air here at TV2. So from all of us at TV2, I'm Denny Trimmer, wishing you all a very good evening.